This program is brought to you by the Genesis Communications Network, a world leader in talk radio since 1998. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Broadcasting and streaming live all across America. This is Home Talk USA with Michael King, where we will discuss topics pertaining to your home with industry-leading experts. Michael King is a licensed general contractor with more than 30 years of experience in home improvements and the author of Contracting with the King. Join us this hour for our segment Invent America with your co-host, the inventor lady, Rita Crompton. Discover what's next in the home improvement industry and explore new products and innovations. Or if you have that next great big idea, learn what it takes to bring your invention to the world as Michael King and Rita Crompton talk to America's inventors and innovators. Remember, the America of tomorrow is being invented today. We invite you to visit us at HomeTalkUSA.com, one of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, we proudly present Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country, Home Talk USA, with your host, the Cajun contractor, Michael King, and his co-host, the inventor lady, Rita Crompton.
Yeah, hey, welcome America. This is Home Talk USA. We want to welcome all of you to the Invent America show, part of the Home Talk USA radio family. All our listeners that was listening to Home Talk, our first hour, where we had the inventor lady on herself talking about the Invent America show, upcoming guests and topics, future guests and topics. We were talking about the trade show coming up that she's excited about. But a lot going on here on Home Talk USA. Some breaking news, as you know, we are broadcasting episode 1061. We got the big anniversary, January 24th, 2024, where we're going to be on for 20 years. And we're going to become the longest running independent home improvement self-help show on the weekend. We're excited about that. But enough of me rambling off here. I'd like to welcome to the show my co-host, the inventor lady herself, Rita Crompton. How you doing, Rita, again?
I am doing just fine, and thank you so much. The Invent America family, being part of Home Talk USA, and how your longevity in all of that has been such an honor for me and for all of our inventors who have been on. And your audience, your listening audience, is such a unique mixture of inventors. All right. Listeners who are our consumers who have, it's like, I want to get that product. I want to go to that website. I want to help that inventor out. And then the store owners who want to carry the products and the licensees. I've had people contact me and say, I really want to get my hands on the information on that product. Who do I contact? Because I want to carry that. I want to license that. So, you have covered, your audience just covers the whole entire gamut of getting products out there. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Well, the feeling's mutual, Rita. I mean, we're just trying to help people out. And, my goal of this is seeing, not only seeing and hearing and witnessing firsthand the tragedies of these young inventors and the mistakes they made. And it would be a shame for a technology not to hit the market for not only financial reasons, but reasons that maybe if they would have had the information or the blueprint to get their product to market, that the product would have got to market. We need technology. We need innovation. We want to invent things. And we just want to make sure that we give our young inventors a fighting chance. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And when you use the word young, I'm thinking new inventors, because so many of our inventors are in their 60s and 70s. It's amazing. So we want to make sure that we're encouraging all of those new inventors out there, no matter what their age. Take the first step. find out, do you really have something? And a lot of times the reason why it's, people who are approaching retirement or are retired is because in their work they started coming up with things and they realized they were a problem solver. Well, now they've retired, and sometimes their wife is like, oh, my God, you have got to get out of the kitchen because you're making me crazy. It's like, well, they go down to their workbench and they invent something. And it's been so much fun to hear all their stories on how they came up with something. And one lady, we've been working with, she was laid off in early December this year. And she said, I've been working on this idea. My husband said, hey, let's get to it now. And now you've got time to get this product into the marketplace. And so we're talking about taking her to ASD Market Week. It's wonderful.
Now, what kind of show we got coming up?
Well, we're talking about packaging today. It's the Christmas season. A lot of people are shopping and they're looking for things online. And for our inventors, if somebody buys something online, it could arrive in a Ziploc bag because they've already paid for it. But that's not the case when you're looking at a store. Things are packaged. Well, packaging has changed a lot in the last 10, 15 years. Everything used to be in a clamshell. Now, they look at you like you're destroying the environment if it's in a clamshell. So, what's happened? What are the options? How do you package your product and get someone's interest to pick it up? It's like a book cover. If it's a horrible book cover, nobody's going to buy it because they didn't like the cover. If it's horrible packaging, nobody picks it up to look at how much it's going to cost them because the packaging didn't get their attention. And so those are the things we're going to talk about, but they're both really cool Christmas gifts. So it doesn't matter whether you're a guy using a grill or a lady trying to get your hair tied up. Both of our inventor guests today have great Christmas gifts. Wow. So it's a good time of year.
Yeah.
Fun time of year.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah. Well, what is the website?
I get so excited.
What is your website, Invent America website?
Invent America. We have actually got two different versions of it. It's inventamerica.info. or invent-america.com. So however you want to work that, you know what I've learned, you can put Invent America Radio into the Google search bar, and it takes you right to it.
Yeah.
So we are not hard to find. You can go to the Inventor Lady website as well, and we've got links all over the place to get to our Invent America website. And the Invent America website now was new in November, I believe, that we separated it from Inventor Lady. So it's got its own standalone website now. It makes it a lot easier for people to find our sponsors. It makes it a lot easier for them to go to the old listing for the shows that have been previously aired. And it makes it a lot easier for them to find how to be on the show. And so we just felt it was time. Invent America was ready to grow up and stand on its own 2 feet and have all of its sponsors easily listed so that, we can thank then the Kicker Design and Product Quick Start and CAD Design with Scott Tarsi that, have been our sponsors and helped us, grow up and, see that first annual celebration roll around for Invent America.
All right. Well, Rita, we definitely want to thank you, and we're excited. We only got a couple more weeks left, and then we're going to go on hiatus for 3 weeks. So, but we're going to get away. So, we want to make sure that we get the topics in and upcoming topics for next year. But we're going to be wrapping up for the year, and then we're going to be focusing on the trade show.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep, we are. And all of our products will be on the radio, everything we're taking. We want to get them out there as much and promote them. And we've got some wonderful things that are going in a huge variety. So we are so excited about this show coming up.
Great, so much. All right, Rita, we got to take a short break. There is the music. That's my cue. That we got to step away a minute.
Yeah.
But all right, check. All right, so we're gonna take a short break. Got to pay some bills. Please visit our website at HometalkUSA.com. When we come back, me and the Inventor Lady will be talking to our first guest right here on the Home Improvement Broadcasting Network, streaming live at the Genesis Communication Radio Network at GCNLive.com. I'm the Cajun man for the Bayou Land, the originator. Not to duplicate it. Please don't accept no substitutions. Man, I was green before green was even cool. Me and Rita will be right back. Yay!
to Home Talk USA with Michael King. Do you have questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need by visiting HomeTalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, back to Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country. Home Talk USA with your host, the Cajun contractor Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor lady, Rita Crompton.
Hey, everybody. I want to send out a big thank you to GCN, Genesis Communication Network, for being our host and allowing us to bring all of this wonderful information to America's inventors and to the American consumer, all of these wonderful new products. So our next guest today is Hilary O'Hare. She is the inventor of Holdilocks. And I've met Hilary and seen her long, beautiful hair, and have other women in my life, and I know that there are some men out there as well who have got long, luscious, wonderful hair, and sometimes you just need to get it out of the way. And so Holdilocks would make a wonderful Christmas gift for some of those folks. Hilary, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Rita. How are you? Happy to be here.
That's fine. I am so glad to have you on during this season, and Merry Christmas, everybody out there. I am sure that you are thinking, oh, gee, what does Holdilocks do? And Hilary, explain to everybody why Holdilocks is different than some of the other stuff that's out there.
Well, most hair-holding products are quite industrial-looking. They like alligator clips or potato chip bag clips. They're springy and they're clumpy and hard. They hurt your head, and a lot of times they droop or they just don't fit. Holdilocks is expandable, whereas if you had really thick hair, you could connect two of them together and make a long one. Or if you have really, really fine hair, you can just use a small one and pad it up with like a little scrunchie or something until your hair grows out. It's very easy to make it fit your hair, no matter how long, thick, or what kind of hair you have. You just follow the process, roll it the proper way, and then you can button it, tie it, or you can even pin it through if you use it on the outside. It's got multiple uses. You can decorate them. It's just fabulous. I mean, you can, make a whole new hair wardrobe out of them.
I like that. So tell everybody where to go to find Holdilocks, because I don't want to forget that.
Well, they're available on my TikTok shop. They're available on my website. It's just Holdilocks, HOLDILOCKS.co. That's all you have to type, and that's pretty much the easiest way to pick them up.
Well, I have a sister who's got long, gorgeous silver hair, and whatever she puts in there is always sliding out, falling out. She's getting one of these for Christmas, by the way. So I know where to find you, but if anybody out there is trying to find, it's like, I can't find it, if you shoot us an email, Rita@inventorlady.com, I am more than happy to give you Hilary's website or even Daryl's website for the ice brush grill. So, Hilary, today we are talking about packaging and how critical that is to the success of a product. Tell us what you have learned over the years with, packaging options and, what is the best way to package your product?
Well, there is a lot out there, and it's best to, for me, I like to have something that fits properly. It doesn't have a sloppy fit where things jiggle around. And then it's easy to hang if you want to hang it. I think that's more appropriate. A lot of times stacking shelves can be bothersome with little stuff. And I like it to, pop, make sure that it's got contrast so you can see the words on it and the artwork on it. As for me, what I do to simplify it, because I don't want to have excess, I don't want to have a lot of packaging poor customers have to, tear it all apart and throw it away, and then they have to buy a new garbage bag, because it's like it fills your whole
Yes.
bag. I hate that. It's like, wow. I bought a pillow, and it was in a cardboard box with a bunch of these pillow air bags. I'm like, it's a pillow. It's not going to break. I just like it to be,
easy. Well, I had a client years ago that had bought, he had the money, he had a huge inventory, and then when he got to packaging, he bought 25,000 things for packaging, all right? And not a single retailer would use that packaging. And so they just sat around and it was packaging. He couldn't even give them away as Christmas gifts. His wife was livid. And so it's like, sometimes you need to do some, checking in with the different retailers that want to carry your product and ask them, how would you like this packaged? Because sometimes they'll say, we won't take it unless it's packaged our way.
Right. That's a very good point. I don't buy any more than I would use myself as far as online. I would start off small and get minimum quantities and get used to packaging your product because you never know if your product is going to have accessories or different kits or whatever, or, bigger sizes, smaller sizes. You kind of want to leave it open so that, when you finalized your product and it goes into the stores, you let them give you some feedback as to what they prefer, because they might want a big, fat card so that nobody will shoplift, or they might want it small so it sits on the shelf. There's many probabilities what the customer might want. And personally, for me, I just like to have it lightweight and secure. I don't want it to, bounce around and jiggle and break. You just want to use your, logic the most you can until you get the customers that want to store your product on a shelf or, in a store or something like that. You want to try to get feedback.
Absolutely. I know I've told people, get a couple of samples from a packaging place and then sit around with some, local folks, ask questions. Go into, a store and ask questions so that you can get some good feedback. Go to a show with us. Oh, hello. That's a way to get some good feedback. You go to a professional show with us. So anyway, find out what your options are when you're looking at packaging, because if you don't have good packaging, you don't separate someone from their cash. So, Hilary, thank you so much for being on with us today. I hear our notice that it is time to go and pay some bills, but thank you very much, Hilary, for being on with us.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you, too. Stick with us, everybody. We have got our industry expert on. His name is Kevin Cody. He is the founder of SLI Products, and he handles a lot of different products. So stick with us, everyone.